Halftime continues here at Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California. No score. Championship of the APSL at stake. Colorado nothing and Los Angeles nothing. Well, this is a tremendous time for soccer, and one of the most influential people involved in the sport of soccer today is Dr. William De La Pena, who our David Bolton caught up with earlier today.
Here with the internationally known ophthalmologist, the president and owner of the LA Salsa, and also the chairman of the APSL, Dr. William De La Pena. Dr. De La Pena, the future of pro soccer right now in the United States.
Well, I think you can see it. The future is the kids and all the activity that's been done, and many, many years of developing all the fans. So it's great.
A lot of people right now looking ahead to 1994, the upcoming World Cup, the soccer extravaganza of '94. How will that impact pro soccer here in the U.S.?
Well, there's no question that we feel that this event, the biggest event in the world, is going to be a tremendous impact in soccer. It's just going to reaffirm that the United States has to be a global player. I think the U.S. team is going to do excellent, and I think that the soccer that you're going to see today with our APSL teams, which these are basically the teams that form the nucleus of the professional soccer of this country, and it'll only grow more, you're going to see that the quality is excellent and internationally competitive.
You must be very pleased tonight. First-year team here in the APSL hosting the final, an expected sellout. It should be a great feeling for you.
Well, it is. I'm very proud of the players, their families for supporting, and the coach and the administrative staff of the LA Salsa.
Dr. De La Pena, thanks and best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're getting closer and closer to the second half action. No score, Colorado and Los Angeles. And David speaking to Dr. William De La Pena, and yes, he is happy indeed. Another gentleman who is very pleased with the way things have gone for the Los Angeles Salsa is the president of Cal State Fullerton, Dr. Milton Gordon, who I had a chance to get together with earlier tonight. Doctor, this is a magnificent facility, already considered one of the finest soccer facilities in the country. You already have hosted some U.S. national games. Will that continue?
Yes, that's certainly our intention, and we think the facility is one of the best there is, and we're hopeful that everyone else will continue to take that view.
Of course, the soccer world really excited about World Cup '94 in Southern California at the Rose Bowl, the championship, and they're still selecting the training sites, and I understand that Cal State Fullerton's Titan Field, right where we're standing, is one of the 5 finalists. What do you think your chances are?
Well, I'm sure all the facilities are fine facilities. We happen to think this is the best, so we're quite hopeful that we will be selected.
This is the first year that the Los Angeles Salsa have played here and been involved in the American Professional Soccer League. How has that marriage gone, so to speak, between Cal State Fullerton and the Los Angeles Salsa?
We think very well. Naturally, to end the season here with the championship game, we didn't necessarily expect that to start, but I think we're only going to go up from here.
I agree. Thank you very much for the visit, Doctor.
Good. It's been a pleasure.
Dr. Milton Gordon, the president of Cal State Fullerton, who certainly is enjoying the success of the Salsa and pulling for them in this championship. The fans getting ready, as we are, for the second half. And we'll have that when we come back to Southern California. No score, Colorado and Los Angeles back after this.
Are you ready for a change? Wouldn't you like to slide into a new body?
Hi, I'm Kim Alexis. With my career, I have to stay in shape, so I'm always looking for a better way to work out.
Now I found the Slim Slide. It's fun, I get great results, and wait till you hear the price. Sliding is the newest craze in aerobics on the West Coast. Why? Because you burn fat fast, up to 300 calories in just 20 minutes. And it focuses shaping where we need it most, our lower body.
Sliding is a great cardiovascular workout, and it's appropriate for people of all fitness levels.
The Slim Slide reshapes your lower body. It firms your inner and outer thighs, and tightens your buttocks, and even slims your hips.
Whoever thought that working out could be such a blast? It's not boring, so I can stay with it and lose weight.
The Slim Slide is made of space-age resins and stores so easily. And it comes complete with my workout video featuring a fun sliding routine and my fantastic toning session. Other slides can cost up to $80, but you get the Slim Slide with shoe covers and my workout video for 3 easy payments of $11.95. Finally, an aerobic workout that's fun, helps you lose weight, and it's a great value. So, if you'd like to slide into a new body,
call toll-free now and order my workout video and the Slim Slide.
From Fitness Quest.
To order the Slim Slide, including shoe covers and 40-minute workout video featuring supermodel Kim Alexis, call 1-800-322-2100. That's 1-800-322-2100. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $11.95 each, and we won't bill the last payment till you've tried it for 60 days. Other slides can cost up to $80, but with this TV offer, you get the complete Slim Slide workout for 3 easy payments of $11.95. To order, call 1-800-322-2100 now.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium, Fullerton, California. As we get closer and closer to the start of the second half, it's a scoreless battle between the Los Angeles Salsa and the Colorado Foxes. I'm Jeff Witcher along with Tony Miola. And Tony, one of the reasons it's scoreless, the fine play of the goalies. Foyer for Los Angeles, Dodd of Colorado.
Yeah, here's a great save by Ian Foyer. Ball bent around by Tedek. Goes down to his right, makes a great save. Very difficult save to make. His own wall, 5 players blocking his view. Did a great job.
Talking about difficult saves here, we're going to see one, Mark Dodd, with an incredible save.
Yeah, Mark Dodd has been real sharp. Philip Jow with a great left-footed shot. Dodd going to his left, ball going into the upper corner, makes a save with his right hand, does a great job. In my opinion, the goalkeepers have been great. In that situation, Mark Dodd is waiting for a shot. He's not looking for a cross because he knows his defender has the opposing player running in on goal covered. So he did a good job there of really concentrating only on the shot.
I know you're a mind reader. We saw David Durr standing on the sideline. What's going through his mind as we get close to the second half? And after that, what about Rildo Menezes, the head coach of the Salsa?
Well, I think Rildo Menezes has to be real happy with the way the Salsa have played. They've had their opportunities. Again, Mark Dodd has come up big for the Colorado Foxes, but if they continue to get opportunities like that, you know, one may go in. On the other hand, Dave Durr, defensively, he's had the opportunity to let Mark Santel come out of the defensive position. You've called his name many times in the offensive third of the field. Has done a great job of getting forward with the ball, and it's something the Salsa are going to have to cut out, and the Colorado Foxes are going to continue to have to do.
I know in certain sports, football, for example, they'll say a team is a direct reflection of their coach. Does that apply in soccer as well?
Well, I think so. I think you see Dave Durr. He's a guy that likes to keep a disciplined team. Has done a great job since he's come on. And Rildo Menezes from Brazil likes that free style of play where he lets the guys touch the ball around 1 and 2 times. And I think we can really see the differences here in the first half of the game.
Rildo Menezes directing his team from the near side as we get ready for the second half kick. Colorado and Los Angeles for the 1993 APSL Championship. That's Jow ready to kick it.
Jeff, I was real surprised at how open the first half was. It'd be interesting to see if their coaches have told them that defensively they need to get a little bit tighter and not give up so many opportunities. There were a lot of good scoring chances in the first half. Sometimes you watch soccer games, you don't see nearly as many as we did in one half. And hopefully the game will open up for the fans, but as far as the coaches are concerned, I'm certain that they don't want to see as many chances against them.
The lights have been turned on here at Titan Stadium, starting to take effect as we get ready for the final 45 minutes of this one, provided we don't go into overtime. We're underway. Los Angeles moving from left to right in their white jerseys with the black trunks. Colorado with the yellow jerseys with the black trunks. They're moving from right to left. Lawrence Lozano with the throw in on the near side for the Salsa. Paulinho. Free kick for Colorado. Sometimes in life and in soccer, there's a long and winding road, and the Salsa's Arturo Velasco was the starting sweeper defensive midfielder for the Foxes a couple of years ago. Philip Jow played in the 1992 final for the Tampa Bay Rowdies against the Foxes. In the box. Cleared out by Pena. He then played in 8 matches, starting 7 for Colorado this season before being dealt to Los Angeles.
Again, Jeff, a situation where Philip Jow gets the ball at his feet and has the opportunity to run at the defender. In this situation, it's Thompson. He puts the ball through his legs nicely, runs around him. You can see there Thompson leaning into him, and the referee making a good call on the foul.
Just the start of the second half. A little more than 43 minutes remaining. No score, Colorado against Los Angeles. The Salsa's main men against the Foxes during the regular season, Paulinho, 3 goals and an assist. And number 3, Paul Wright, a couple of goals. The Foxes that have taken the biggest bite out of the Salsa. Tyfor Diani, 3 goals and an assist. Off to the right. Goal kick for Dodd. And Scott Benedetti. He scored 2 goals against the Salsa during the regular season. Colorado playing without one of the top defenders in the APSL, Robin Fraser, and they've done a good job without it.
They certainly have. Mark Santel has done a great job, not only defensively but offensively, in starting the attack for the Colorado Foxes. And we said at the top of the show that he would be a key player for the Colorado Foxes, and done well.
Over the head of Santel. Dodd clears it out. Taken by Lee. Fox trying to get it to Ryerson. Ryerson taken down. And we've got a whistle, and Ryerson in obvious pain.
Here we see Jeff Salsa building the ball out of the back. Ryerson with a good 1-2 play. And there you have Kim Roentved coming in and fouling him. Good call by the ref again. Here we see it from another angle. There's the foul, reaching in there with the leg. Roentved did a good job of drawing the foul there. He was in a bad situation. Beats his player, does a good job there.
Brian Hall, our referee for this APSL championship match. Little more than 41 minutes remaining here in the second half. No score. The Los Angeles Salsa against the Colorado Foxes. Fraser to Eck. Chad Ashton. Foyer clears it away. Over the touchline, it'll be a throw-in from the far side for Colorado. 40 minutes and 31 seconds left. No score, Colorado, Los Angeles. Chow far side. Oh! Swung and missed.
Well, Jeff, that's part of your other profession, is announcing to the Angels. Their situation, Phil Chow just took his eye off the ball, and those things happen.
Colorado on the move now. Santel. Walter Boyd trying to wrap Velasco up like a Christmas present.
Yeah, he sure has. We've not mentioned Velasco too often this game, but that means that he's doing a good job of taking the offensive players out of the game, whoever he's marking.
On the far side, Chow went down. Thompson on top of him. Fraser marked by Irvine. In the box, Eck taken by Ian Foyer. I know sometimes it might be tough for the fans to either see or hear, but there's always a lot of communication for that goalkeeper with your back people, isn't there?
There certainly is, and the goalkeeper normally has a lot of communication with his sweeper, and that's why we said at the top that it was important that Mark Santel have a good game for the Colorado Foxes, because he's in here with Mark Dodd now, hasn't played a game in a little while. They've got a new sweeper in, Mark Santel, and possibly the communication wouldn't be there.
Lozano for Los Angeles. Over the touchline, he'll go out to Los Angeles with the throw-in. Comes into Wright. Thor Lee has it. Irvine taken away by Santel. Benedetti. Fox chasing down Eck. And Velasco took down Walter Boyd. Free kick for Colorado.
Again, Jeff, that whole play was started by Mark Santel bringing the ball out of the back of the defense. I think the LA Salsa need to close him down and not give him as much freedom, because he's very skillful with the ball.
What adjustments, if any, have you seen made here by either Los Angeles or Colorado? On the near side, Santel takes it away from Wright. That's not an easy task. Fine play by Santel of Colorado.
It looks like the LA Salsa are pressuring the ball a little higher up the field.
Outside the box, Diani saved Boyer on the cross. Philip Chow in the box. Over the goal, over the end line. Philip Chow. That's Dodd. Chadek trying to get it to Benedetti. He goes down, so does Thor Lee. And we're going to have a free kick for Colorado. We also have noticed that on the right thigh of the Salsa's Paul Wright, he's got a big bandage. Looks like Vasquez is going to be a substitute for Los Angeles, number 17. "35 minutes, 27 seconds left in this game in regulation. No score."
7 no-hitters, 300 wins, over 5,000 strikeouts, and one of the most feared pitchers in baseball history. Now we're honoring Nolan Ryan's farewell season in the Legends Gold Stamp Series. These official 23-karat gold stamps can be yours in this special TV offer. These stamps are handsomely displayed in a special collector's presentation wallet and come with a free first-day cover with a paper stamp canceled on the first day of issue, along with its own numbered certificate of authenticity. You get the Nolan Ryan gold stamp, the presentation wallet, and the free baseball collector's card for only $39.95. Any baseball fan will want to remember the legend of Nolan Ryan. Here's how to order.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-841-0300 to receive your set of Nolan Ryan stamps, or send $39.95 plus $4.50 shipping and handling to P.O. Box 4670, Omaha, Nebraska 68104, or call toll-free now 1-800-841-0300.
Ryan Haynes, number 13 for Colorado, on the corner kick. No score. A little more than 34 minutes left. On the cross, headed away by Thor Lee of Los Angeles. Back in the box it goes. Sohn. And he really put the foot into it. It goes onto the hill behind the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Foyer of Los Angeles. David Durr. He has seen his club come back and appear in their second consecutive championship, and he's hoping to win 2 in a row. It's not going to be easy. No score. Los Angeles doing a fine job so far in this one. Mark Santel. That's Fraser. High for Diani. Vasquez on him. Outside the box. In the box now. And a save by Foyer. Well, you talked about tightening up defensively, and yet I still think there's some room for more tightening up. How do you feel?
Yeah, the LA Salsa right now in the last couple minutes have given up some real dangerous chances to the Colorado Foxes, some good scoring opportunities. I think Tayfor Diani would like to have that one back. He had a guy wide open at the back post that he didn't see. Ian Fuhr made a good save again.
No score. Colorado battling Los Angeles with 32 minutes and 45 seconds left in regulation. Lozano, Mike Fox. Vasquez, who came in moments ago, replacing Dale Irvine for the Salsa. And we've got a whistle. Ryerson taking Tayfor Diani down.
Well, Jeff, that's certainly one way to stop Tayfor Diani, is to just take him down there.
Sometimes that's about the only way to stop somebody with his talent.
Certainly is. He's very exciting and very dangerous every single time he touches the ball.
Fraser marked by Lozano. Here comes Ryerson over to Diani. Out in the box, that's Benedetti. Oh, and it goes over the end line. So again, Los Angeles able to dodge a bullet.
Jeff seemed to be a little bit of a communication problem between Pena and Ian Foyer. Looks like Pena shielding Benedetti for Foyer to come out. Benedetti continues to run. Luckily, Foyer was able to kick the ball off of Scott Benedetti for a goal kick.
Well, whoever said it was smarter than I am, but they said something like, I'd rather be lucky than good, and sometimes that's a truism. Vasquez. Roentved was all over him. It goes to Wright. There's that bandage on the thigh we were talking about. Up ahead to Paulinho outside the box. Taken by Santel. We go the other way. Santel inside the 18-yard line. Looking for help. Ashton. A shot, and it goes over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Los Angeles.
But again, Jeff, we see a situation where Mark Santel is in the LA Salsa 18-yard box. We have to remember that he's coming from the sweeper position, so he needs to come 60, 70, 80 yards up the field, and the Salsa, again, cannot let him do that, because we can see how dangerous it can be if they let him continue to come up the field with the ball at his feet.
Near capacity crowd here at Titan Stadium. This stadium holds 10,000 if you joined us late. No score in this 1993 American Professional Soccer League Championship battle between the Los Angeles Salsa and the Colorado Foxes. Glad you have joined us. My name is Jeff Witcher, along with Tony Miola, the goalkeeper for the U.S. national team. And we are certainly happy to be bringing you this action. Paulinho, up ahead, Zhao. Dodd comes out and takes care of it. Can't say enough about the play of the two goalkeepers, two of the best in the APSL. Mark Dodd of Colorado, Ian Foyer for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was great anticipation by Mark Dodd. Again, really looks on the top of his game right now.
Foyer comes out. Tries to clear it to Zhao and does. Up ahead to Paulinho. The LA fans come alive when Paulinho has the ball to Wright. Outside the 18-yard line. Taken away by Colorado. Eck marked by Velasquez.
Jeff, I think the fitness now for the LA Salsa is playing a part. That was a good run by Paulinho, but they couldn't get anybody but one player in the box. When Paulinho gets in that position, they need to have 2, 3, possibly 4 players in the box. And we saw a lot of guys staying at half field because I think the fitness level right now, the LA Salsa is a little bit weak.
Kim Roentved with a grimace on his face.
Again, we go back to Mark Dodd's save. Great anticipation, anticipating where LA Salsa players are right there. You see Paul Wright coming out and making a great play. Does a good job to hold on to that ball.
Over the touchline on the far side, Arturo Velasco of Los Angeles with a throw-in. 11 fouls have been called on Los Angeles, a dozen for the Foxes. The Salsa, 6 shots. The Foxes have taken 5. The Salsa, 1 save. The Foxes, 4. Vasquez. Haynes marking him, and it's taken by Eck. Lozano. Diani trying for Boyd. Zhao. Velasco. Up ahead to Ryerson and Paulinho, far side. .26 minutes and 34 seconds left in regulation. Still no score. That's Zhao. Over the inline it goes.
It's a good play there by Tom Sohn. Philip Zhao getting to the goal line. Tom Sohn slide tackling that ball as Philip tried to cross the ball. Did a good job to knock it out for a corner kick. Jeff, I can't see this game going at this pace for the remaining 25 or 26 minutes here. They've been going up and down the field. The players have to be tired at this point.
Mike Fox, the captain of the Salsa, with the corner kick. There's the cross to Wright. Wright heads it to Thor Lee. And it comes out to Vasquez, and we go the other way. Benedetti goes down at midfield. .25 minutes and 33 seconds left in the second half. Diani to Boyd outside the 18-yard line. Ryan Haynes, Benedetti. Ashton, his shot is deflected. Ryerson trying to get it to Fox. Fox to Philip Zhao. Off zone over the touchline, far side, throw in for the Salsa. Tick here in Fullerton, California, just under 25 minutes left in regulation, no score. Colorado against Los Angeles.
Hey, what do these songs have in common? Give up? They're all on Totally 80s. The greatest hits from the decade when communism died and music videos were born. 40 awesome songs on 2 CDs or cassettes, including... People rocking, hear people chanting, feeling hot, hot, hot. Walk like an Egyptian. If you went to the store and bought all of these hits on CD, it'd cost you over $400. Didn't the 80s teach us about overspending? Be smart. Get Totally 80s.
To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money order. 2 CDs, $24.99. 2 cassettes, $19.99. Order now.
In the box. It goes in! A score! Los Angeles has taken a 1-0 lead, and the LA fans going crazy. right now, the fans standing and cheering Philip Joust. He came out of nowhere, and the net was open. Where was Dodd, Tony?
Yeah, Jeff, again, a situation, like we said, they needed to get Philip Joust on the run. Mark Dodd makes a decision to come out of his box. When a goalkeeper makes that decision, he needs to get the ball. Philip Joust shooting into an open net, and here you have it, off the goalpost and in. Here again, Mark Dodd coming out. Philip Joust pushes it by him. At that particular point, Mark Dodd either needs to get the ball or take the player down. And here it is. Philip Joust does a great job of finishing there.
And there's a shot over the goal. And Boyer will take care of it. So the fans still buzzing about Philip Joust's goal, the only goal of the game. 22 minutes and 20 seconds left in regulation, and the Salsa lead it 1-0.
Jeff, I don't think it's time to panic for the Colorado Foxes. They have had their scoring opportunities. They know their fitness level is very high. They can see the Salsa fitness-wise not up to par with the Colorado Foxes, and I don't think it's time to panic.
Wright picked up by Fraser. Santel is also there. Outside the box to Mike Fox. Wright with a nice dribble move. Trying to cross it, but there's nobody there. Paulinho to Velasco. Up ahead to Joust. Roentved. If anybody can settle things down for Colorado, it's Roentved. Vasquez takes down Ashton. There you see Rildo Menez's wife in the one that was just clapping there with the black hat on in the middle of your screen. The wife of head coach Rildo Menezes of the Los Angeles Salsa. And as you can imagine, she's a happy camper, at least for the moment. 1-0 Los Angeles leading Colorado. 20 minutes and 38 seconds left in regulation. Boyer comes out at the 18-yard line.
Jeff, that's a situation that the Salsa want to get away from, trying to build the ball out of the back in dangerous situations. If they're going to give up a goal, they have to make Colorado earn it. Okay, in that situation, they gave up a ball 20 yards away, and luckily, Boyer was out there to recover that ball.
Do not give them a freebie at this stage.
Yeah, that's not what the Salsa want to do. They work too hard to get themselves a goal.
Taken by Santel. Stone trying to get it to Dodd, and Dodd clears it away. David Durr finds himself in a position that he didn't find himself in too often. He's behind in the second half against Los Angeles.
Again, Jeff, I think he just needs to keep his players composed. They've played well. They know their fitness is there, so they're not going to have that problem to deal with towards the end of the game, and they've had their opportunities.
These two teams played 4 times during the regular season and split the 4. And they had some pretty good battles, so this close match in the championship game comes as no surprise. Over the inline it goes. 18 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in regulation, and the Los Angeles Salsa leading Colorado 1-0. So the Salsa's trainer checking on Paulinho, who is holding his right leg. I'm not sure if he's cramped up or if he got hit.
Yeah, this is not a situation that the Salsa want right now. This is the guy that they need to look for in the end of the game that can settle the game down. He has that experience, and they need Paulinho in the game.
That is the Salsa's team doctor, Tomas Salcedo, and the trainer, Ivan Piera, checking on Paulinho. What's the most serious injury you have suffered in your soccer career?
Well, I've been very fortunate through my playing career with the U.S. national team. I've not had any serious injury. I've not missed games, and knock on wood that here through the World Cup, that continues to stay that way. We hate to see this situation where a player is hurt. It's been an exciting game so far. Paulinho is the guy that a lot of people here came to see, and we want to keep him in the game.
And he wants to stay in the game, and I'm sure he'll do everything possible to remain in the game. In fact, even when his elbow was not 100%, he wanted to play. He's a tremendous competitor, and the fans in Southern California truly love him.
Yeah, he played with that cast on his arm, and is a real competitor, and didn't come here on a vacation to the United States. He wants to win a championship here.
He's not going to take a vacation now. He's staying in the game for Los Angeles. They lead it 1-0 with 17:43 left in the second half. Tedek. Ryerson trying to get it to Lozano over the touchline on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for the defending champion Colorado Foxes. Time for Diani, trying to get untracked. Over to Zhao. He has scored the only goal in this game. He falls over the touchline.
Jeff, as we saw there, when Ty Fordiani gets the ball, the Salsa are basically gang tackling him. They don't want him to have the ball in this situation.
Brian Haynes with it for Colorado. Haynes with the cross. Headed away by the Salsa. Ashton shoots. Saved by Boyer. And the Salsa faithful applaud the save by 6'6" Ian Boyer.
Jeff, be curious to see if that ball was deflected, because it looked a little awkward the way Boyer went for that ball. There's Ashton with the shot. And he kind of, it looks like he slips a little bit and got a little bit lucky there. See, here we can see, yeah, his left foot came out from under. The ball was deflected a little bit. That's a tough save for Ian Boyer. Good job by him.
Dodd comes out, and that gamble paid off. Earlier, it did not. It cost him when Zhao scored.
Yeah, again, like I said, when you come out, you need to get that ball, and he did a good job there.
Eck, outside the 18-yard line, in the box now. Try to set up a shot. Try to get it to Haynes, but Brian has to go back and get it. Brian Haynes, left-footed. There's the shot, blocked by Lozano. Benedetti, headed away by Fox. And we've got a whistle outside the 18-yard line.
It's a very dangerous situation for the Colorado Foxes. Free kick at the top of the box. They have guys that can swing balls in on the cross and guys that can hit it directly on goal. It's going to be tough for Ian Fuhr here.
We saw David Durr without his jacket. It's cooling off in Southern California, but not for the Colorado head coach.
No, certainly not.
Just under 15 minutes left in regulation. Los Angeles leading Colorado 1-0 in this 1993 APSL championship game. Hope you're enjoying the action. There's the free kick. And Thor Lee gets it to Lozano with a header. I'm Jeff Witcher along with Tony Miola. Glad to be bringing the action your way from Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California. Ty Fordiani, marked by Thor Lee. Ryerson over the end line. It'll be a corner kick for Colorado.
And that was a close one by Ryerson there. I don't think Ian Fuhr wanted him to do that. Dangerous situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's attendance, 10,743. A complete sellout, 10,743.
Damas y caballeros, la asistencia de esta noche al estadio Titan es de 10,000.
Ty Bordiani goes after it for Colorado. Over the end line, you may have heard the public address announcer with the official paid attendance. We told you that 10,000 was capacity. Well, they have outdone themselves. The official crowd here tonight, 10,743. And they have seen a dandy. 1-0, Los Angeles leading Colorado with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left in regulation. Here's Zhao, and the crowd comes alive, at least those pulling for Los Angeles. To the left is Wright. Paulinho. His shot. Save. Dodd. Paulinho goes down. We've got a whistle.
Once again, just an outstanding save by Mark Dodd. Paulinho free on his own, only about 15 yards away from Mark Dodd. We can see it here. Paulinho does a good job of controlling the ball, sets himself up. Mark Dodd, good angle, as you can see there, makes a great save. Here we see it again from behind the goal. Mark Dodd coming out to cut off the angle. Paulinho, good shot. Mark Dodd does a good job of getting close enough to make that save.
On the cross, Wright. His shot comes over to Fox. Taken by Colorado. Mark Santel with it for the Foxes. Roentved up ahead to Ashton. Diani. And that was Walter Boyd. I beg your pardon. It was Boyd, and his shot hit the post on the left. And again, the Los Angeles Salsa, very, very fortunate.
Here you see their defense just opening up, giving Boyd the opportunity. A little bit surprised he didn't take it in one more step. Shot just goes wide, as you can see there. I think the Salsa got away with one there.
Los Angeles 1, Colorado nothing. 11 minutes and 38 seconds remaining as the clock continues to tick.
Again, Jeff, the Colorado Foxes have had their chances, okay? With 11 minutes to go, they're looking for one or two more chances. They need to stick one here to get back into the game.
Tom Stone with it. Marked by Fox. Benedetti. Chip shot way off to the right. No good. A little more than 11 minutes left in regulation. The Salsa 1, the Colorado Foxes nothing.
I wish my son could live a full, healthy life where he felt rewarded and was always learning.
Encyclopedia Britannica presents a parent's wish list.
I think it's every parent's dream maybe to have a doctor in the family.
Every parent has a wish list for their child, and with the help of the new Encyclopedia Britannica, many of those wishes can come true. Encyclopedia Britannica is the finest home learning program in the world. A 32-volume family reference library that will give your child an important advantage all through the school year.
I think what I want is the best education she could get.
To get more information on the new Encyclopedia Britannica, call for this free color booklet now. And just for previewing Encyclopedia Britannica in your home, you'll get this handsome 3-volume desk reference set as a free gift.
Our wishes are that he just lives up to the potential that he has.
For your free Encyclopedia Britannica information booklet, call now. 1-800-841-0300.
Vasquez, number 17 for Los Angeles, to Zhao. Zhao marked by Boyd. Vasquez. There's the playmaker, Roentved. He gets it to Brian Haynes. Chad Ashton went down. He had something to say to one of the officials. Zhao. Santel. Pushed by Son. Zhao loses his footing. He goes down. No whistle. Haynes has it for Colorado. Well, they're letting him play, Tony, and that's the way it should be in a championship game. Do you not agree?
Yeah, they certainly are. We need to give a lot of credit to the referee. He's done a great job today. He's let the game go on, and he's not interrupted the flow of the game. And as we see, the game's gone up and down the field, and again, these players must be tired.
And soccer is a sport where the referees certainly can have a lot to say with the outcome, and you don't want to have that happen, not when a title's on the line.
Well, they certainly can, and had the referee been a little tighter in the end of the game, we'd have seen a lot of stoppages in the game, and we haven't had very many stoppages, and I think it's exciting for soccer. We don't want to see flagrant fouls not being called, but certainly the job he's done has been commendable.
Santel, marked by Paulinho. Ashton, his shot off to the left. Foyer made a diving attempt, but it was off to the left. No good.
Again, Jeff, a situation created by Mark Santel. Ball squirms out there to about 25 yards. Ashton hits a great shot just wide. Ian Fiore, a good effort.
7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the second half. Los Angeles leading Colorado 1-0. The only goal tonight scored in the second half by the Salsa's Philip Zhao, a former member of the Colorado Foxes. Tyfor Diani outside the box. Pena is marking him. It goes off Pena. Boyd with it. He crosses it, and Lozano intercepts for Los Angeles. Ian Fraser. Tom Sohn. Just under 7 minutes left in regulation. Time running out for Colorado. 1-0 Los Angeles. Robert Lipp into the game for Colorado, and Arut Karapetian comes into the game for Paulinho. Number 11, Karapetian in for Los Angeles. And sometimes having that fresh body can help.
Sure, I think Real does put the substitute in just to put some pressure on the ball when the Colorado Foxes have the ball, not make it so easy for them to come out of the back.
Lozano, number 4 for Los Angeles, to Fox. Taken by Santel. A little more than 5 minutes left in regulation. The Los Angeles Salsa with a 1-0 lead over the Colorado Foxes. Los Angeles trying to win the APSL title in their first year in the league. Tom Sohn, his shot way high and off to the right, no good.
I don't think this is the situation that the Colorado Foxes want. They don't want shots from 30 yards out. Ian Fiore, 6'6", can cover that range. I think what they need to do is get the ball down the last couple minutes, under 5 minutes to go, to the goal line, cross some balls into the middle of the goal, and hope something happens from there.
It's getting to be nervous time for that man, David Durr, the head coach and general manager of the very successful Colorado Foxes. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in regulation. Arturo Velasco with a header over the touchline far side. A throw in for Colorado. Walter Boyd will throw it in.
Jeff, having said that, the LA Salsa have done a good job of keeping the Colorado Foxes away from their goal mouth and forcing them to take shots from 25 and 30 yards out.
Fraser to Eck, and we have a whistle. Ian Foyer, the Los Angeles goalkeeper. Back with Richard Ryerson. Ryerson will kick it away. Santel, marked by Karapetian. Songs at Roentved, their leader. A little more than 3 minutes showing on the clock in regulation. The Los Angeles Salsa holding on to a 1-0 lead, trying to dethrone the defending champion Colorado Foxes. Jeff Witcher along with Tony Miola with you. Hope you're enjoying the excitement of professional soccer, the APSL Championship from Fullerton, California. That's Lip. There's a cross. Shot. Goal! It's tied up at 1.
Looks like Ted Eck, Jeff. Again, a situation we just spoke about. They needed to get the ball down to the goal line, cross the ball across the goal. We saw a deflection, and Ted Eck was at the back post to score the goal here.
Lip on the cross, and Eck right there.
Ian Fuhr almost makes a great save there. Ball does go in the goal. Good call by the referee.
Foyer is beside himself because, as you mentioned, he got his hands on it, but he couldn't stop it enough. It had too much velocity and ends up in the net.
Yeah, we can see from that angle that Ted Eck certainly made it close there. He had a lot of the goal to shoot for, but I don't think really it matters at this particular point.
Well, I told you there were Colorado folks here, and they're here in pretty good numbers, and the Foxes have tied it at 1. And so we have a momentum shift in Colorado now. They're sky high. And we have a yellow card. Danny Pena is shaken up. He's kneeling over near midfield.
There's Pena, and there's Eck backing into him. And the referee giving a yellow card for that.
Ted Eck gets the yellow card. Thor Lee with the free kick for Los Angeles. Vasquez goes into the box. And here comes Robert Lip. He takes it out. Lozano for Los Angeles. Dodd bats it away. Zhao, and his shot over the top of the goal. No good.
Mark Dodd did a great job there of coming out, punching the ball away. Philip Zhao was at the back post, couldn't get it on the goal.
The official time remaining is kept on the field right now. Ian Foyer made a valiant effort moments ago, but he could not stop the shot by Ted Eck. Here's Dodd. Clears it out. A 1-1 tie. The Los Angeles Salsa and the Colorado Foxes. Over the touchline on the near side. A throw in for Colorado. Karapetian. Nice moves over to Lozano. Lozano. Down goes Karapetian. We've got a whistle. Free kick for the Salsa.
I think we can look for the Salsa to try and get it in the box, get it knocked down, hopefully get a shot on goal here.
A 1-1 tie. Karapetian to Vasquez, and it's kicked away by Colorado. Velasco chasing it down for Los Angeles. And it's looking more and more like we're going to go into overtime in this 1993 APSL championship game. And regulation has ended. There's the whistle. So at the end of regulation, the Los Angeles Salsa, guided by that man, Rildo Meneses, won. And the Colorado Foxes under David Durr won. And we are going into our first overtime. A capacity crowd of over 10,000, and they have more than gotten their money's worth tonight. Okay, Tony. Now we go into the overtime. What changes, if anything, as far as strategy from Rildo Meneses' viewpoint and David Durr's viewpoint, the LA Salsa and Colorado Foxes head coaches respectively?
I think what the LA Salsa have to do is, again, they were successful when they pushed their defense forward a little bit and were able to build the ball out of the midfield. The one thing we have to remember there, without Paulinho in the midfield to settle things down, so they're going to have to look to somebody, possibly Paul Wright or Philip Zhao, to hold the ball at their feet a little bit more. As far as the Colorado Foxes are concerned, I think that they have to do exactly what they've been doing. They are physically fitter than the LA Salsa. They understand that, they know that, and I think in the overtime they're going to have a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, the Salsa players getting their second wind, the Foxes players doing the same. Tony and I, we're going to do the same and take a break. And remind you again that here in Fullerton, California, in this championship encounter, it's Los Angeles 1, Colorado 1. We'll be back right after this.
Main Event Entertainment offers 2 incredible award-winning videos for the price of 1. Buckle up. Hold on. You're in for the ride of your life. This brutal 40-minute video, Crash and Crunch, reveals heart-wrenching historic footage of unbelievable crashes and explosions. The ultimate in excitement and entertainment. Bad Boats has to be seen. Experience the power, the danger. 200-mile-an-hour missiles exploding with excitement and entertainment. Guaranteed to blow you away or your money back. The ultimate gift. Accept no imitations. Get the best with Main Event. Exclusive TV offer for a limited time only. So order now for only $19.95. Crash and Crunch and Bad Boats. 2 times the value, 2 times the fun for 1 low price. Call now.
Have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-8... or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to Crash and Crunch, P.O. Box 4670, Omaha, Nebraska 68104.
This is an effort to reach men and women who served in the United States Armed Forces. It concerns an offer for honorably discharged veterans and their spouses ages 45 to 75. Please use the toll-free number to respond. Call now for free information on life insurance plans that cost just $1 a week. When you qualify, you lock in the highest possible benefit amount available to you. And these life insurance benefits are guaranteed never to go down. You are eligible to apply if you served during peacetime or war, active duty or reserves, or any service branch. You are also eligible to apply if you are the spouse or widow of a veteran. Call now. Remember, only veterans, their spouses, and widows ages 45 to 75 qualify for this exclusive offer. Term life insurance for just $1 a week. Don't wait. Call this toll-free number now to get free information from Veterans Life Insurance Company. Operators are standing by to take your call.
A full house here at Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California. And what a championship game this has been. It's had everything, and it's been played close to the vest. The officials have let them play, and it has been a great championship game, and we're not through yet. A 1-1 tie, Los Angeles and Colorado, as we get ready for the first overtime in moments. Right now, in case you joined us late, let's bring you up to date on how each team scored. First, it was Los Angeles and Philip Zhao on a breakaway.
Yeah, Jeff, here we have a situation. Rob Ryerson knocking the ball long behind the Colorado defense for Philip Zhao to run onto. Mark Dodd makes a decision for the Colorado Foxes to come out of his goal. Philip Zhao pushes it around him with his left foot and is staring at a wide open goal. The only thing left for him to do is put it in the back of the net. There you see the Colorado defenders cannot get to the ball.
And with regulation running out as far as the clock, as Zhao, he's shaking his finger. We've got to do it. We can do it. We can come back. The Colorado goal was scored by veteran Ted Eck. And They kept pressuring Ian Foyer, and eventually it paid off.
It's a situation where Colorado was able to get the ball to Lips behind the LA Salsa defense. There it was, Lozano, bad trap. Lips can get to the goal line here, crosses it along the ground. Two players scramble for it there. Tadek is wide open at the back post. Ian Foyer makes a great dive to try and get to that ball. Again, ball hitting off the post, going into the net for a goal. We have a tie, and here we are starting all over again.
There's Tadek, the hero, at least for the moment, for Colorado, as he's getting ready for the overtime. As we take a look at the Colorado bench, the officials, and we've talked about them, headed up by referee Brian Hall, and they have certainly done a marvelous job. This is a tough job when you officiate a championship game like this with everything on the line.
It certainly is, and again, the officials, Brian Hall and the crew, have done a great job so far. They have let things go. It's just like a great NBA final. We don't want to hear the referee blow the whistle. We don't want the referee to be the focal point in a soccer game. We want the players to go out there and do a great job.
I don't know if you want to coach someday, but right now I'm going to officially name you my coach in the booth. You're going to become Rildo Menezes, and you're going to become David Doerr of Los Angeles and Colorado, respectively. What do you do now as you enter the first 15-minute overtime period?
I think the only thing left to do, I mean, both teams are into the flow of the game. They've played 90 minutes already. You just need to reinforce all your troops that, yes, you can go out there and do it, and that's what the players want to hear right now. They don't need to hear tactics. They don't need to hear how to trap a ball, how to kick a ball, what they've done right or wrong. They just need to be reinforced that, yes, boys, you can go out there and do it, and I think that's probably what both coaches have done. And, Jeff, there's a reason why I'm up here in the booth with you is because I don't want to be a coach.
I understand. Well, the players are on the field. Dodd, Foyer, they both have met the challenges so far, but the pressure mounts for the goalkeepers, particularly as we go into the overtime.
I think it certainly does. Any mistake a goalkeeper makes is visible all the time in every single game, and so far the two goalkeepers, in my opinion, have been the two MVPs for the team. They have kept their teams in the game time and time again, have done a great job, and it's rightly so that we're here at 1-1.
More times than not in this kind of a situation, I don't care what sport you're talking about, a team that makes a mistake in this situation could end up beating themselves. We are underway in the first 15-minute overtime period. Ryerson chasing it down. Santel, Chad Ashton. Vasquez picks him up. Thompson. Carapetian, who's in for Paulinho. There's a shot over the goal. Foyer will have a goal kick for Los Angeles.
Jeff, I think we're going to see both defenses now drawing lines 25 yards away from the goal and hoping that they don't allow the opposing teams to come into their defensive goal box, because those are the situations where they can become very dangerous. And here we're in a situation where a goal here wins the game for either team.
Velasco chasing it down is Boyd, but it goes to Pena, to Ryerson, Lozano. Roentved trying to take it away from Lozano. Nice work by Lawrence. Roentved now to Haynes. Up ahead to Diani. In the box. Coming over is Thorley, and Pena brings it out for Los Angeles. Zhao goes down.
There's a situation that wasn't on our screen, but Philip Zhao was beating Tom Sohn down the left wing, and he took him down. Referee caught him LA Salsa are going to have a free kick here.
In case you're wondering, there is no sudden death. We would have 2 complete 15-minute overtime periods before the shootout format would be implemented. No sudden death.
That being the case, Jeff, we're going to have 22 very tired players at the end of this game.
There's a cross, and headed way over the goal. Let's take another look.
Here we have a cross by the Salsa. Philip Zhao, all alone at the 6-yard box, could not get over the ball to put it down into the goal. Good scoring opportunity for the Salsa, something that the Colorado Foxes are going to want to avoid here.
Diani. He's used to being marked by 3 men now. Velasco. Fraser over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Foyer.
There you saw Ian Fraser with a lot of room on the left wing. Really hit a lazy cross. I think it's due to the fact that these teams right now are tired. They spent 90 minutes just going up and down the field, up and down the field. And you can tell now physically both teams are beginning to wear down.
Vasquez trying to get it to Wright, but it was too far. Dodd comes out, clears it to Santel. Sohn is yelling to Lip to go on down. Walter Boyd, he's marked by Thorley in the box. Ryerson heads it out. Quite an unorthodox header, I might add. Heck. Diani. Oh, great play by Ryerson. We got a whistle. Ty Diani, when he gets near that 18-yard line, he becomes even more dangerous. And Ryerson makes a nice play. Again, Philip Zhao is down. So they'll check him out.
And Jeff, along with Philip Zhao, I'm looking down the field a little bit. Paul Wright is visibly hurt. He was just stretching his hamstring. We see now he's got some tape around his right leg. We didn't get any report that he was hurt. And I don't remember him pulling up lame at any particular point, but he is visibly hurt right now.
He certainly has been a factor for Los Angeles all season long, and when he does not become a factor, they're obviously at a disadvantage because he's one of the premier scorers in the APSL.
Yeah, he certainly is, and I think that's why they put a lot of the load and a lot of the pressure on Philip Zhao. We saw him in the second half with the ball at his feet. We didn't hear much from Paul Wright. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. Philip Zhao's up, and that's a good sign for the Salsa.
8 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first 15-minute overtime. Again, not sudden death. Los Angeles 1, Colorado 1 for the 1993 American Professional Soccer League Championship. Mike Fox, his shot, saved by Mark Dodd. Free kick for Colorado. Roentved looking at Ashton, goes to it. Vianney marked by Thor Lee, and Lee takes it away. Nice play by Thor. Trying to get it to Paul Wright, who just does not have his normal mobility nor his normal speed or quickness. And as Tony pointed out, he is hurting out there. The ball ends up in the crowd on the far side. 7 minutes remaining in the first overtime as the Los Angeles Salsa and Colorado Foxes are deadlocked at 1. Haynes, a throw in for Colorado. Looking for Eck. Lozano marking Haynes. Ryerson to Fox. Up ahead to Karapetian. And Zhao trips and falls down. Little more than 6 minutes remaining in the first overtime here at Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California. Over the touchline, it'll be a throw in for Colorado. I guess as worn out as some of these players must be, Tony, certain instances will arise where they'll want their body to do something and their body just does not do it.
Yeah, and that's why we see now the players picking and choosing when they're going to make that long run. They don't want it to be their last run of the game, and if it is, they want it to be an opportunity where they, a chance where they have an opportunity to score a goal. I think that's why you see less and less runs.
Just under 5 minutes left in this first overtime of the 1993 APSL Championship. A 1-1 tie between the Los Angeles Salsa and the defending champion Colorado Foxes.
Jeff, we see here not a lot of opportunities by the two teams. A lot of the play coming in the middle 50 or 60 yards of the field, and that's good tactical coaching on both coaches' parts right now to not give up a lot of opportunities.
Fox to Zhao. Zhao scored the Los Angeles goal. Tedek the Colorado goal. Vasquez kicked away nicely by Tom Sohn. Vasquez to Wright. Thor Lee, right outside the box. And it's obvious it's not the same Paul Wright. He is hurting indeed, but he's doing the best he can with that sore thigh.
That's right, Jeff. In most situations, Paul Wright would have been able to push that ball by a defender and go in one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but you can obviously see there that he just doesn't have the pace that he normally has.
As Tony mentioned, we have not been given an official report, but it certainly figures that it's probably a hamstring problem, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think so, the way he's been stretching it out.
Zhao marked by a Santel, who backs up. Vasquez in the box. Pena had a good shot right in front of the goal, and it was too high and over the goal. And boy, Pena, talk about wanting to have it back. He'd love to have another chance at that one.
Yeah, I think Danny's going to be a little bit upset with himself here. Here's a great ball swung in from the left wing to Danny Pena, as you can see, right in front of Mark Dodd, and I think that has a lot to do with the fitness level here. Had this been the first 5 minutes of the game, Danny Pena would have gotten over that ball and probably struck it on goal, but fitness, his technique was a little bit off there, and you can obviously tell they're a little bit tired.
Under 2.5 remaining, first overtime. Los Angeles 1, Colorado 1. If you joined us late, shame on you. You have missed a tremendous battle between Colorado and Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time is kept on the board by the referee.
Jeff, when you're tired as players, the one thing that can normally get you out of that tiredness are the fans, and we see here the fans for the LA Salsa just cheering all the way through the game, and I think it's got to be to the Salsa's advantage right now to be at home.
Diani marked by Ryerson, Lee, and Carapetian. Sohn has it. Vasquez picks him up. Roentved. So Los Angeles will have a free kick. Pena will handle the chores. And the official time being kept on the field now in the waning moments of overtime number 1. A 1-1 tie, Los Angeles against Colorado. Diani to Sohn. Sohn's shot is high, no good. Over the goal, onto the roof, and over the locker room.
Jeff, here we see a breakdown in LA Salsa defense. Tom Sohn able to dribble at the defense. Danny Pena closes down here, and Sohn can't get the shot on goal. Dangerous situation here for the Colorado Foxes, but again, the Salsa dodged another bullet.
Sohn, uniform dripped in perspiration, as all of the uniforms are. The players have played their hearts out, showing great intestinal fortitude, and they still have more time to play. And as Tony mentioned, the crowd really getting into it. Over 10,000 here at Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California, and they're making all kinds of noise. Lip to Eck. Brian Haynes. In the box, that's Lip. High for Diani. He shoots. He scores! Ian Foyer couldn't get there. Tie for Diani. Last year's Rookie of the Year and MVP, and head coach David Durr up off the bench. The Colorado fans who made the trek to Southern California high-fiving, hugging and kissing, and it's 2-1 Colorado.
Jeff, a situation here, I think, where the LA Salsa thought the Colorado Foxes were offsides on this second ball, not this long ball that we're seeing here, but this ball right here seems to be Colorado Foxes behind the defense. Now the ball bounces around. Looks like Lips, who gets the ball, flicks it up to Tyfor Dani. Velasquez not able to clear the ball. Ian Foyer comes out. Tyfor Diani slips the ball underneath him.
And Tony, the timing of Diani's kick, just a split second before Foyer could get there. That's how close it was.
Yeah, he slipped that ball underneath Ian Foyer. As you can see there, as Ian lifted his body off the ground, Tyfor does a good job of slipping in underneath Ian, and the Salsa have a fight on their hands here now.
So Tyfor Diani, oh, that smile says it all. Tyfor Diani, who was a marked man, excuse the pun, in the APSL this season, oftentimes marked by 2 and 3 opposing players. So it's now Colorado leading Los Angeles 2-1.
Pool the Master's Way and learn from the best. 2 of America's favorite instructional videos are now available only through this special TV offer. Get tips from Steve Miserak, Pretty Boy Floyd, Iwo Mataya, and other pool greats. Now, for a limited time, you can order both videos for the price of one. Learn the secrets of breaks, banks, defense, position, angles, and trick shots like the Massey and the jump.
Take it from me, The Miz. When you purchase Pool the Master's Way and learn from the best, you'll learn everything you need to know how to shoot pool like a pro. With these 2 tapes, you can do almost anything except beat me.
World champion Steve Miserak takes you through the best ways to improve your game. Call the number on your screen and we'll send you this wonderful 2-video cassette collection for just $19.95 plus postage and handling.
2 for the price of 1? How can you go wrong?
These videos have never been offered together and are only being offered for a limited time. Call now. Have your credit card ready. An operator is waiting for your call. Sorry, no CODs. Call now.
If you're balding or have thinning hair, wouldn't you rather look like this? Introducing Instant Hair Plus, the amazing hair thickener that gets rid of bald spots and thickens your hair in an instant.
What I like about Instant Hair Plus is it looks totally natural. Even up close, nobody can tell that I'm using it.
Instant Hair Plus is easy to use and is not a paint-on or cover-up. It clings to your hair and actually builds it up, thicker and thicker right before your eyes. Now, can you tell where the bald spot was?
I could not believe how full it actually made your hair look.
Instant Hair Plus comes in 5 natural colors, one just right for you, and it's only $19.95. Try it for 30 days risk-free. And if you don't agree that Instant Hair Plus is the next best thing to growing hair, just return it for a prompt refund.
To order, call 1-800-238-3100 or send $19.95 plus shipping and handling to P.O. Box 4670, Omaha, Nebraska. Be sure to indicate your hair color or call now 1-800-238-3100.
Well, the Los Angeles fans are quiet, and that's understandable. Some of them are still a little bit stunned. Tyfor Diani scoring moments ago in the first overtime to give Colorado their first lead in this game, 2-1. The owner of the Salsa, boy, is he animated, Dr. William De La Pena. He is urging his Salsa to tie it up.
For the second overtime period, Los Angeles will defend the North Pole. Colorado.
So the goal by Diani came in the 104th minute and 50th second. Wow.
Just a few seconds to go in the first overtime.
And of course, Lip, who came in as a substitute, got the assist. We get running now for the second 15-minute overtime. Colorado 2, Los Angeles 1, and I suggest that you folks viewing fasten your seatbelts. It's been that kind of a night. We're underway in the final 15 minutes of the second overtime. If the Salsa tie it up, then we would go into the APSL shootout. Roentved. Diani working against Ryerson. Diani in the box. Over the touchline, throw in for Los Angeles. Arturo Velasco will throw it in for the Salsa. Carapetian. Paul Wright. Zhao. He's in the box. He goes down. No call. Zhao can't believe it. The Salsa faithful can't believe it as Colorado goes the other way. Lozano. Throw in for Los Angeles from the near side. Okay, you call it at home. "13 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second overtime. The Colorado Foxes going after their second consecutive APSL championship. They lead it 2-1 over Los Angeles. Zhao Haynes comes up to mark him to Lozano outside the box. Lozano, his shot, no good.
What a dangerous scoring situation here for the LA Salsa. Great play, came off a throw-in deep in the Colorado Foxes' end. Lawrence Lozano does a great job of controlling the ball here. Beats 1, 2, 3 defenders here. Goes around Mark Santel, swings the ball across the face of the goal. Looks like Thor Lee on the end of that just couldn't get his foot on that.
David Durr, the head coach and general manager of the Foxes, hoping his team can hold on. They lead it 2-1 over Los Angeles. We're in the second overtime. Unlike the regular season where they played 7-minute overtimes, for the championship game, 15-minute overtime. Just under 12 minutes left in this second overtime.
Jeff, interesting to see that Colorado is sitting so far back right now, giving LA the time and the possession of the ball. I would have thought that with their fitness level, they would continue to attack and leave their 4 or 5 guys back, but continue to keep the ball in the opposing end of the field.
High for Diani. He's inside the 18-yard line. The shot by Lip is good. Robert Lip. The net was wide open. And Colorado has got out in front 3-1. And Foyer is fit to be tied. And David Durr, he's got to feel great about things. And the Foxes fans, they are celebrating. And Rildo Menezes is visibly upset.
Jeff, I think that LA Salsa think that Colorado were offsides there. Here we're going to see the replay. Good long ball by Sohn. We talked about getting it into LA Salsa's end for the Colorado Foxes. Ty Fordiani does a great job of possessing here. Sees Ian Pure come out now. Boy, he certainly looked wide open there from that angle.
A little more than 10 minutes left in the second overtime. Colorado 3, Los Angeles 1. Lozano outside the 18-yard line. His shot is taken by Dodd.
Goes to show how fast a soccer game can really change around. We had just moments earlier Lozano crossing the ball across to Thor Lee, probably only 30 seconds early. Had they scored that goal, it's 2-2. They take the ball down the field. Here we are 3-1 now. Tough situation for the LA Salsa.
Nine minutes and 40 seconds left in the second overtime. Colorado is now leading by 2 goals. 3-1 the score. Philip Zhao. He scored the only Salsa goal. The header attempted by Karapetian. No good. Over the end line, it'll be a goal kick for Mark Dodd and Colorado. Nine minutes remaining in the second overtime. Another sub getting ready to come in for Colorado, Rafael Amaya, number 15. Amaya. And he replaces Walter Boyd.
Substitution for Colorado.
Amaya in, Boyd out for Colorado.
Replacing number 11, Walter Boyd.
What can you tell us about Amaya?
Well, I think what they're going to want him to do now is just put a lot of pressure on the ball. He's a fresh player coming in. When the LA Salsa are building the ball out of the back, they probably want him just to contain play and not let them build out as easily right now.
High for Diani with a nice move. In the box. And a cross in front. Not successful. And Los Angeles very, very fortunate.
Yeah, they certainly were. Another dangerous situation created by Ty Diani again. Swung the ball across. This time they weren't so as fortunate as they were the last time.
Just under 8 minutes remaining in the second overtime. Colorado leading Los Angeles 3-1 in this, the 1993 APSL Championship game. Glad you have joined us for the telecast. I'm Jeff Witcher along with Tony Miola, who is the outstanding goalkeeper for the U.S. national team. And we certainly hope you have enjoyed the broadcast so far. The last pass to Mike Fox. Wright. Diani, Ryerson is marking him. 2-on-1. Amaya over to Brian Haynes. Roentved to Amaya. So Colorado just eating up the clock. 6.5 to play in the second overtime. They lead it 3-1. Amaya taken down. Free kick for Colorado. Rildo Menezes, he hasn't given up, and he knows that his troops haven't. Although, it doesn't look good for Los Angeles at this point. Little more than 6 minutes remaining in the second overtime, and they're down by 2 goals to the defending champion Foxes. 3-1 the score. Boyer clears it to Fox. Lee trying to get a jow, and he keeps it from going over the touchline. Now he's marked by 2 Foxes. There's a cross to Lee, and kicked away by Amaya. Gianni looks at the official. Hey, I was held by Ryerson. Why no call? Five minutes left in the second overtime. Colorado 3, Los Angeles 1. Santel chasing it. Karapetian chasing it for Los Angeles. Well, something you mentioned early on, the great physical condition that the Colorado Foxes are in might play a factor, and Tony, I think it certainly has played a factor tonight.
Yeah, Jeff, I think that's what we're seeing right here. The LA Salsa are visibly wearing down right now, and Colorado just continues to run at them with defenders. They continue to double team them, and the game plan that they started with is certainly the game plan that they are adapting to right now.
Little more than 4 minutes remaining in the second overtime. Colorado 3, the Los Angeles Salsa 1. We're now under the 4-minute mark in the second overtime. Arut Karapetian. His shot is off to the right, wide. We have an injured Colorado player right in front of their goal. Tom Sohn comes over to check on him. Have not been able to check out his number to identify him for you. It is Ian Fraser, number 17. Fraser down for Colorado. So Fraser now is up in a sitting position, and he apparently is so a lot of the fans are exiting Titan Stadium.
You'll be first. Our guy's going to be from the field.
Okay, we're going to take another look at what happened. Watch the top left corner of your screen. Top left-hand corner.
PSA championship.
So Ian Fraser shaken up, but he's okay. And apparently having words with Danny Pena, and Tom Sohn steps in. The emotions high and the tempers, of course, start to flare when everything's on the line. Two minutes and 20 seconds left in the second overtime. Colorado going after their second consecutive APSL crown. They lead it 3-1 over the Los Angeles Salsa, who in their first year of existence in the APSL got to the championship game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time is kept on the field by the referee.
Colorado in possession of the ball. The official time now being kept on the field by the referee. Tedek. Vasquez takes Sohn down and a whistle. Free kick for LA. Thor lead to Fox. Tie for Diani. Amaya. He's got Diani to his left. Askin to the right. And another whistle.
Jeff, there you have a situation where the linesman didn't call offsides there. The central official called offsides from behind the play. I'm wondering why the linesman didn't have his flag up, because we can certainly see it from up here.
Time running out for Los Angeles. Colorado with the ball and a 3-1 lead in the waning moments of the second overtime of this 1993 American Professional Soccer League Championship game. Haynes to Amaya. Tie for Diani, marked by Lozano. His shot saved by Boyer. There's a whistle. This one is history as the Colorado Foxes win back-to-back APSL titles with an exciting finish as Dave Durr congratulates some of the opposing Salsa and gives a hug to one of his players, one of the stars of this one, Tyfor Diani. The final score in 2 overtimes, the Colorado Foxes 3 and the Los Angeles Salsa 1. We'll be back to Titan Stadium in Fullerton, California in a moment.
And throughout the 1993 LA Salsa season.
Oh, that blazing sun, those blinding headlights, that awful glare. You can squint, squirm, play hide and go seek, but why put up with it? Introducing Glare Guard, the greatest driving accessory ever offered. The setting sun solved. Those harsh headlights, history. That garish glare, gone. Glare Guard installs in seconds on your sun visor. No tools, no fuss. One size fits every car and truck. Glare Guard tucks away when you don't need it and swings forward instantly the moment you do. No more broken sunglasses. No more shuffling prescription sunglasses and regular glasses. No more stretching your neck out of joint and no more confusion from oncoming headlights. Look, your regular sun visor cuts off half your field of vision, but lower Glare Guard instead, and you have an unobstructed glare-free view. When the sun starts to set, your ordinary visor won't even reach it, but lower the visor with Glare Guard and drive safely and comfortably. It swings up, down, left or right. No eye strain, no awkward squirming. Even that blinding snow is no match for Glare Guard. When the sun's to the side, Glare Guard swings around with your visor for complete protection. It's great for the passenger side, too. Glare Guard actually enhances the available light at night while it eliminates glare.
Glare Guard gives me the driving edge I need on this job.
Glare Guard is the most important driving aid you can buy. Yours for $19.95 through this special TV offer. Here's how to order.
Use your credit card and call toll-free 1-800-228-4665. That's 1-800-228-4665. Or send $19.95 plus $3.95 shipping to Glare Guard, P.O. Box 7373, Department B, Libertyville, Illinois, 60048. Order now. Call 1-800-228-4665.
Welcome back to Titan Stadium here in Fullerton, California, where the Colorado Foxes have already started their celebration as they have won back-to-back APSL titles with an exciting 2 overtime victory over the Los Angeles Salsa tonight, 3-1, the final. And I'll tell you what, the Los Angeles Salsa have nothing to be ashamed of. They played their hearts out, Tony.
No, they certainly don't, Jeff. Not only a great game for the LA Salsa and the Colorado Foxes, but a great season for the Salsa in their first year coming in and playing in the championship game, hosting what is going to be remembered as a great night for soccer in this country, leading up to the 1994 World Cup. It's just exciting to be part of it.
Los Angeles drew first blood. They got the goal by Philip Zhao, and they seemed to have things in their control, but then at the tail end of regulation, the whole complexion of this game turned around as Ted Eck got a great pass in front of the goal and got it by Foyer to tie it up.
I think that goes to show that you can never give up in a soccer game. One goal can be scored at any particular point in a game. Colorado got their goal in the final minutes, just like the LA Salsa did in their semifinal match. It's a sport where you just have to continue to play and play and play, and the perseverance of the Foxes paid off.
We are just about ready for the trophy presentation, so we're going to send it downstairs to our sideline reporter, David Bolton. David?
Jeff, down here on the field, a lot of mixed emotions. Obviously, the Colorado Foxes, 2 times now the APSL champions, celebrating here on the field. The LA Salsa a bit disappointed here in front of the home crowd. Couldn't quite pull it off. Now, though, the presentation of this year's 1993 APSL trophy, and for that, we go over to the Secretary General of U.S. Soccer, Hank Steinbrecher.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the millions of fans and players of the great game of soccer, I'd like to present the trophy for this year, 1993 APSL champions, the Colorado Foxes. Captain Kim Roentved. Congratulations.
APSL champions, the Colorado Foxes.
So the Colorado Foxes came to Southern California and conquered as they have won back-to-back APSL championships under their head coach and general manager, David Durr. Let's go back downstairs to David Bolton, who has a special guest. Dave?
Jeff, we've managed to pull aside here Tyfor Diani, a goal and an assist for Colorado, 2 times the championship. You guys must be feeling great tonight.
Yeah, we feel very happy today, you know, because last year we was champion, and this year we came to play in LA, and it was a very exciting game, you know. We won 3-1. It was, you know, really good game. We had a really good game, you know.
Tell us about your goal.
My goal, you know, I couldn't believe it. I scored, you know, because I was inside the box, and I have 2 guys behind me, you know. I didn't know what to do. I just turned, and I had first-time shot and went in, you know.
What was the turning point in this match? The Salsa getting ahead 1-0, Colorado coming back, the momentum switching. What was the turning point?
I thought the turning point was like the goal I scored, because I scored was 2-1, you know. We had 1 goal ahead, so we said, hey, we can make it, you know. But that time, the Salsa was up by 1-0. We thought the game is over. It was like 2 minutes left, you know. We thought we didn't have any chance, but they stayed back, and they didn't want to play anymore, and we got the second goal, you know.
Tyfor, I know you want to get with everyone. Thanks very much for being with us, and go enjoy the celebration.
All right, thank you very much.
Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Tyfor Diani will get back with his teammates, and they continue the celebration because, as you well know, Tony, when you don't have that home field advantage, it is tough, and they just did a tremendous job.
They certainly did, and for both teams, congratulations to the Foxes and the Salsa for being in the final. The Salsa have nothing to be ashamed of. A great season for them, and I think what we saw here today, away from what was on the field, what was off the field, soccer in this country is coming to its fruition. Not only the national teams now, the NCAA now, but also the APSL, our professional league in this country, is getting the support from the fans that we have been lacking for 7 or 8 years now. And it's good as a player who wants to play in the United States in the APSL, see that.
No doubt about it. They came in big numbers tonight. 10,743 were here to witness this 1993 American Professional Soccer League Championship game, and Colorado in 2 overtimes victorious 3-1 over Los Angeles. Tony Meola, it was a pleasure working with you, and best of luck to you and the national team.
Jeff, thank you, and hope we have this same situation to work together again.
And we certainly thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. David Durr and his Colorado Foxes win back-to-back titles. The final score again in the 1993 APSL Championship. Colorado 3, Los Angeles 1. Now for Tony Meola, this is Jeff Witcher from Fullerton, California, saying good night, everybody.
Explosive offense. Devastating defense. Experience 30 minutes of the most thrilling moments in college football ever. Watch as Barry Sanders cuts, jukes, and finds the open hole. Awesome! When Notre Dame's Rocket Ishmael touches the ball, it's fireworks. Just look at this incredible catch. Unbelievable! But here's the most unbelievable catch of all. College Sports' incredible football plays is yours free. That's right, free when you subscribe to College Sports, the hot new national magazine devoted exclusively to college sports. From the first kickoff in September to the slam-dunking action of March Madness, the excitement of hockey, baseball, and much more, College Sports takes you one-on-one with the players, the coaches, the fans. Look back at unforgettable moments with legends like Jimmy V. Discover which quarterbacks will lead their teams to glory. Meet the hot recruits and watch as they head straight to the top.
It's the only magazine out there that covers nothing but college sports. There's never been anything like it.
College Sports gives me the inside information on players.